Let's get into it. Coach Colin here, Sold Not For Sale podcast. We got Joe Rogan, Tyler Fischer talking about something that no one can deny anymore. The left can't deny it. The mainstream media can't deny it. Biden is freezing up at very odd times for very long periods of time. And Joe Rogan's going to be touching on that. They're going to be talking about that. They're going to touch on Tyler's childhood as well. And it is not a nice childhood. It's not too dark, but let's just say Tyler is a little gangster. Now, after I show you the clip of them talking about Biden freezing up and everything, I'm going to show you one of the clips of where he was freezing up at the White House event. I'm sure a lot of people have saw it. But then there's two other clips of him freezing up. One at the G7 event and one at a fundraiser. Now I'm going to be showing it to you through the lens of CNN. And the title of their video is "That Did Not Happen." So this is a very Orwellian thing. I always love to show the lens of mainstream media as we kind of dissect it and see through it, because we've all seen these videos. And if you haven't, I will show you. And it's just wild that their talking points are the same talking points as the White House. What a coincidence, guys. Anyways, let's get into it. Don't forget about the new channel I got, Coach Colin Media, link in the description, coachcolin.com, link in the description. Go ahead and check it out. Let's get into the Rogan clip.
You see that? That's the top.
Right there?
And you pulled that thing down.
Oh, okay.
That's it. There you go. But you got it backwards. You should do it the other way so you can see what you're doing.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, there you go. This is a
Oh, I
comedy
was
of
good at
errors.
this when I was 12.
Were you?
Oh, yeah. I used to steal cigars. I was in like a skateboard gang, and I was so small, they'd send me under the counter, and I would steal like thousands of dollars of cigars.
Under counters?
Yeah, I'd sneak under the counter of a drugstore.
Oh, God.
Because I was so small. And then I'd come out with, and we would sell them on the street.
Your gang sold stolen cigars?
Stolen cigars, and we grew weed in my backyard. Yeah. It was a gang. I mean, somebody stole our weed once. We went and flipped their car over and burnt it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So that's, the privilege of growing up in Connecticut. It was a privilege.
What part of Connecticut?
New Haven.
Okay, I know New
It's
Haven.
called Gun Blazing. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're so privileged." It was
New Haven's a sketchy place.
sketchy. Yeah, we heard
Super
gunshots
sketchy.
every night, every single night.
I used to do the Joker's Wild Comedy Club in New Haven.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that still around?
I don't know. It's where I did my first open mic. I think.
No shit. You did your first open mic there?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah.
Actually, no. First one was the cafeteria at college. Yeah, I was in a play. I was playing George Bush. The first acting role I ever did. Stuff Happens. Did you ever hear about that play?
No.
Stuff Happens. It was in the West End in London. It was all actual quotes from George Bush and his administration, the whole thing. And it's fucking amazing.
Really?
Yeah. The war on terror, which weapons of mass destruction. The way they, it was almost like the pandemic, the way they scared people. Weapons of mass destruction. We got to take them out. We got to do what we got to do. And we went in there. And what came of that?
Yeah.
Biden pulling out, leaving billions of dollars of
Shit behind, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you just compared Biden to George Bush looks like a fucking Rhodes Scholar.
Yeah,
That's what's
Shakespeare.
crazy. We thought that he was an idiot. We thought, God, this is such an embarrassment that guy is the president.
Yeah.
and now look at the two choices we have. You're like, yo, Bush would be like the wise choice at this point.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. Did you ever watch the clip when they're like asking him about, I think about Bin Laden or something? He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna find Bin Laden, but first, watch this drive."
Yeah.
I watch that every day.
It was a good drive.
Yeah. And it was a
pretty
way of
clutch.
keeping people calm and like,
Yeah.
he's so American. He just
Yes.
is. We're dumb and stupid.
Yeah. He's a transport to Texas. They're from Maine.
He was born in New Haven, you know that?
Yeah. Was
and
he really?
And he denies it.
He
The
denies
bridge
it.
that goes into New Haven is the George W. Bush Bridge. And he denies. He was born at Yale New Haven Hospital.
Wait a minute. Why would he lie about that?
Because he wants to be, I'm from Texas, red, white, and blue.
Yeah,
I
but
bleed
everybody
it.
knows they're from Kennebunkport, Maine.
Born in New Haven.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
They're like, fuck you, we're naming the bridge after it.
He's an American politician.
Hey, baby, New
There it
Haven.
is. Yeah, New Haven, Connecticut. So at one point in time, he was hiding this? Is that what it is? Isn't that funny? He's younger than both fucking Trump and Biden. Jesus Christ. He hasn't been the president in like 20 years. That's so crazy. He's younger than both of them. That's so nuts. Looking at that is so
crazy.
nuts. That's so nuts.
I would vote for him for a third term.
100%.
In a second.
Come on back, George.
Yeah. We need a laugh, buddy.
And bring that Darth Vader motherfucker with you.
Dick Cheney?
Yeah.
Oh, is he still
That guy's-
alive?
Yeah, he's literally in the Bible. He had no pulse at one point in time. No pulse. Because he had an artificial heart put in while they were waiting to put a replacement
that's
heart in. They had
right.
an artificial pump put in. So this pump continually circulated blood. It didn't have a pulse. So he had no pulse. Tell me that's not in the Bible. Isn't that in the Bible?
My God. I don't know. Maybe you heard my priest blew his brains out when I was 8. I kind of stopped reading.
But I mean, if you're going to have like a demon incarnate, like,
God
he'll probably
damn.
have no pulse. You know?
Jeez.
I
I
would
mean,
imagine.
Watching Biden, like, when he freezes up now,
Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
you think he's gone, man.
Well, he's going to go. But it's also he's freezing up medicated to the tits. Like whatever they're doing to keep him alive. IV vitamin transfusions and fucking hormones and amphetamines, whatever they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. Nootropics. I don't know what they're doing.
He could be the first president to be assassinated by time.
Yeah.
I mean, that just...
He's not going to make it. I just can't believe they're running him. It doesn't even make sense. The more he flails about in these speeches, the more he fucks up. And more it's like, almost like he feels like he doesn't want to do it. So he's trying to get out
Why are
of
they
it.
saying this didn't happen?
This did not happen. White House claims Biden froze at fundraiser event.
They're calling them cheap fakes now.
But wait a minute. There's a video of the show where, look, I don't think that's a big deal. The thing's over. He gets led off the stage. Like, who cares? That's nothing. Some of the other stuff, like, what was that one where he was, like, yelling at people, like, completely, just yelling with a big smile on his face?
He always does that.
Yeah, but this was a wild one. That's just him walking off with Joe Biden, with Obama. Like, who cares? That doesn't...
I think it was he gave him the little pinch on the arm like you do to your grandma. Go,
well, he's looking
Betsy,
at the crowd.
Let's go.
He's just looking out at the crowd, which is odd, too.
He does look frozen, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's frozen.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah.
That's the least of the things that have gone wrong. The thing of... Have you seen the video of him yelling, Jamie? There's this crazy video. He's like... like he's not saying it. Someone says something to him, and he yells something back, but it's literally no words. And then he has a big smile on his face.
He yells, and then he does that whisper. He's like, we're first ready to start.
Yeah. It's hard to believe it's real. It's hard. It's almost like we're being punked by China.
Oh, man. Very interesting stuff. Third term from George Bush Jr. Obviously, they're joking. They got to be joking about that. Which is funny. It's funny to say that George Bush Jr. would seem like the wise choice right now. I don't really know about that. I think you got to remember his whole presidency. Not saying he was the worst, but to say he's the wise choice right now would to suggest he's better than Trump. No chance in the world. Just based on, forget about the economy or the border, that just based on war, put those two side by side. You want Trump in office. That is definitely what you want, because that's better for America. Takes away the stigma of America being the war-hungry place. Also saves Americans' lives. It also saves the money. Also gives a big FU to defense contractors and stuff. Yeah, that's what you want 100%. Let's get to... Oh, I have to say, what Tyler said, that was a good joke. Assassinated by time? That's a good joke, man. You know, a lot of people have brought it up. I've seen videos on it talking about Joe not getting jokes, and I always ignore it. But the more you watch, you're like, hey, man, you didn't find that funny? You know, maybe you just didn't think it was funny. I don't know. I have a comedian friend, actually. My buddy, he's been on the show, and he has a rule. He's like, when you're in my house, he goes, no bits. I don't want to hear your bits that you're going to do on stage. He goes, keep that out of my house. He doesn't like it. And if you go into a bit and he can sense it, he'll be like, no. He doesn't like it in his house. Maybe Joe's that way too. He just doesn't want it in his vicinity. This is the first freeze up when it comes to Biden, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I was making the joke on my other channel that he's just popping in and out of consciousness. And at this point, he's like, oh my God, all these blacks. Where'd all these blacks come from? He's like, good God. It's BLM all over again. Oh, one of them's got a hold of me. Oh, no. Oh, where's Kamala? Kamala, you got to save me. Barack, where's Barack? Oh, God. It's very, very interesting. So that was one of the freeze ups. And that goes on. The thing about that is that goes on for a good 5 minutes where he's just kind of staring. And it's like, you don't have to dance when you're at a place. No one's expecting Joe Biden to be like, get down for Jesus. Nobody's expecting that from Joe Biden. But, you know, a little more awareness. You know, even this would be more aware. Okay, this picture, I'm in the crowd. I'm there. Just that alone, people be like, okay, he's okay. But he's just like, it's odd. You can't say that's not odd. Now I'm going to show you another one through the lens of CNN. Oh, Miss Erin Bernett, the woman banned from Russia because she spreads too much propaganda. You know, you spread way too much propaganda when Russia says you have too much propaganda. You've reached the propaganda limit. Let's hear what she has to say. She's saying that this freeze up with Biden on a number of occasions did not actually happen. Listen to the wording that she's using throughout this.
Eric Schultz is a senior Obama advisor, and he has put out a statement saying, quote, "This did not happen." Now, this is in response to a tweet by the New York Post, which is pushing the claim of Biden freezing up. So here is the video that the Post linked to in its article that many have seized on.
He freezes. Obama grabs his hand in 1, 2, 3. Look at Joe. He's just standing there. Grabs his hand. Come on, Joe. Let's go. Guides him off the stage. Nice and slow. Come on. Come on, guys. I think that's pretty obvious there. Let me, just before she gets to her stuff, here's the thing. You see Obama in that clip, and Obama's like, hey, all right, hey, guys, hey. He's waving to everybody. He's doing his outro, and then he goes. Joe's outro was this. This is Joe's outro. Like, what? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're wrong. Let's hear what she has to say, though.
About what exactly happened there. But that clip comes just days after the far right used selectively edited video to claim that Biden was wandering off like some dementia patient from other world leaders during the G7. So I want to show you the video that they used to push that narrative. And it looks like, right, he's now, you see, okay, like staring off, it looks bad, right? Well, when you extend it a little bit longer and it's unedited, you see a different story. You see that Biden briefly turned away and walked over, not to the middle of nowhere, but to give a thumbs up to several parachutists, which you actually see them there, along with a parachute rigger who is kneeling on the ground. So he wasn't just wandering off, right? He was interacting with somebody. So let's go straight to Arlette Simon.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about what she's saying. Because I understand what she's talking about. Here's the thing, though. First off, the video she's saying is edited. And here's the thing with CNN. I can't wait till I take over CNN. I'm gonna be one day this hat's gonna say CNN. I'm gonna be the CEO, president. It's gonna be a private company. Only investor is gonna be Elon Musk. I might not even let him. You know, maybe it'll be Joe Rogan. I'm gonna take over one day. I'm going to, but. All they had to do was go onto Twitter and check what the video looked like. Because what she just did was show a video that CNN made. The shorter video, CNN just made that. No one on Twitter was showing the shorter video that she's talking about. Every single person was showing the longer video where he walks out a little more and you can see that person there. Every single video shows this. No one on the far right was hiding this. The problem is with what she's saying is look who comes to bring him in. Because if he was just interacting with people, hey, we're all just interacting with people. You know, a great thing just happened. We're just saying hi to this person, hi to that person. Funny enough, though, this lady says, oh, no, Grandpa, over here for the picture. Yeah, we're taking a picture. Yeah, stand right here. Put your glasses on. Go ahead. Yeah, of course you can put your glasses on. There you go. You see, that is the video that they've been showing. So what's been going on with the White House CNN? They've been showing videos that they're shortening themselves, then showing longer versions and being like, that's the real version. We all know that there was a guy there. but he wandered away from the whole crowd, and the prime minister of Italy, or president, whatever they got over there, had to bring him in for the picture. She was literally on the other side of that little crowd of leaders, and she had to go and walk over, and man, you gotta really watch what's going on here. Look at where she's at. Look where she is. I gotta do a play-by-play of this. Look where she is. She sees what's going on. She's like, okay, this is what we're all watching. Then she sees what he's doing. They all look at what he's doing. And she goes, oh gosh, let me go and get him real quick. Macron, he knew what to do as well. Macron looks over and says, oh, Joe's walking over there. He's not supposed to. So he gets closer to make sure it doesn't look like Biden's wandering off. Then she actually goes and grabs him. And then they take the picture. And all is safe. Grandpa is safe. So for them to just be talking about the far right and this and that is just so silly. I'm going to play just a few more seconds of the CNN clip because I haven't taken over yet, so I don't like to listen to it all that much. Listen to this.
At the White House. Arlette, I want to note you were there at that fundraiser where we just showed the video of former President Obama and President Biden together on stage. So, and I know it was a packed room. It was all kinds of celebrities, raised nearly $30 million. What can you tell us about, what happened and what the White House is saying happened that night?
Well, Aaron, this moment came at the end of the fundraiser as the conversation between President Biden, President Obama, Jimmy Kimmel was ending. All three men stood up. The music came up in the room, and they went around the stage waving, giving thumbs up. And President Biden looked out at the crowd for a few seconds before walking off the stage with former President Barack Obama. Now, there have been Republicans and right.
Have they ever had to explain? That's it for CNN. Have they ever had to explain what Obama was doing as he left the stage? Have they ever had to explain what Trump was doing as he left a stage? Have they ever had to do that? But in this instance, with a man, president, current president, who is completely fine, there's nothing wrong with him mentally. That's what they say. For some reason, they have to explain every little thing that he's doing. But if he was doing normal things, why do they have to explain? Oh, man, it's just really funny. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to bring that to you. You let me know what you think in the comments section. Like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. It helps the channel tremendously. And other than that, I'm out.